Hey guys, Andy Tran here with Bark Outdoors. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video, and some of you were surprised when I started doing 2019 SHOT Show coverage. I didn't go last year because I had a lot of schooling and training for my new job, but now that I'm freed up, that means that I'm going to be doing videos a lot more regularly. So that being said, this video is kind of an overview of my SHOT Show coverage, so that you can just watch this video and hopefully just pop up a bunch of links that I'll have in the video, and then you can kind of see what you want to do. So, I'm going to go over all the videos, and then if there's multiple products within that video, I'm going to give you a reason why I decided to stop by the booth and why I decided to highlight certain things. So first off, it's going to be Carhartt and with their dog chore jacket. This jacket is super awesome because it's going to give your dog a little bit of warmth and all the protection that you're kind of used to with the Carhartt product. People that know me personally know that I like to wear Carhartts because, quite honestly, it's hard to beat that sort of material and workmanship when it comes to protecting yourself from flying sparks and things of that nature. So, second up would be Leatherman with their free series of multi-tools. The good thing about it is you can do everything with just one hand. There's no need to fight friction and things like that. You just, use your thumb, roll it, and then you can select your tools. So it's for the guys that like their old Leatherman tools because, they've loosened up and they're just right. These ones feel just the same, but you don't have to spend a year fidgeting with it in order to get just the right amount of retention. So this is a lot better. Of course, my SHOT Show coverage would not be complete without a visit to Tops Knives booth. A big shout out to Craig. He was able to talk to two camera guys at once. I was talking to Craig, right before the interview, and the late Boy Scout chimed in and wanted to get in on it. So I agreed, and there's a little back and forth there, but we managed to make it work. So a big shout out. Primarily from that booth review, what I really liked was the Dicer series of knives, which is a result of the employee design competition that Tops Knives has. Jesus, a photographer and graphic designer, did a great job on it. Primarily interested in the carving knife and the chef's knife. And then to pair it all together, or to complete the set, I wanted to get a knife that is separate from the Dicer series, which is that cleaver / ulu that Leo made. That thing looks primo as well. Next would be Lead Lenser. The thing that really got me was the ML6 lantern. Now there's tons of lanterns out there on the market, but this one has a prism that directs light more downward so that you're not getting all that blinding light directly into your eyes. So that's really good for guys that don't want to just put their lantern off to the side and then get that spill light, just so it's not in your direct vision. This one you can have it directly in the middle of the table and then do your work that way. So that is more of like a comfort nicer thing to have. So Desert Tech is known for their precision bullpup rifles. They're super awesome, super accurate, but they were able to lighten up 2 pounds off of the rifle by shaving some material off of the actual chassis itself and then the bolt. And I guess in doing so, because they were able to more equalize the clamping pressure on the barrel, they were able to increase accuracy by about 30–35%. So that's a huge improvement. They had some new stuff with their micro dynamic rifle as well. However, small waves compared to that. I think it's just a couple caliber stuff and fixing some bugs that people may or may not have had depending on what serial number you had. Dale Defense is a company near and dear to my heart. I brought my first AR-15 from them, the M4, I think it was a V1. And it's a fantastic rifle, but now they have a bolt action rifle, a precision rifle that's pretty much designed from the ground up with them, including the chassis, the stock, all the way to the barrels. And because they control all of the manufacturing, they can do factory barrels that you just swap in and out using the barrel nut. And so it's a really good way for someone to get into the PRS market. Costs about $2,000, which is about on par with a lot of the higher end bolt action rifles out there, but I think it's pretty great. Now Seekins Precision is known for AR-15s and bolt action rifles, but what really caught my eye and the thing that I'm definitely interested in is an M-LOK accessory. And what it does is it mounts onto your forend, and it's basically a barricade stop. So I guess I'm known for taking my flashlight, they're pretty durable, but smashing that into the wooden barricades in order to get a nice good purchase so I could put some forward pressure into it. And this eliminates that. And also on that little barricade stop, there's a little QD swivel. So that is a good thing. Now, Field Optics Research is a company that I've never heard of, but I ran into them downstairs in the basement, and then they told me if I wanted to get a video to go meet with the president upstairs. And they have a whole tripod system that is made for hooking up to your rail. And so if you're shooting in high grass and brush vegetation or doing PRS style stuff, or you know, if you're a sniper or something like that, you can get this system and it'll hold your rifle just using friction. Pretty awesome. There's some other competitors out in the market, but I think for people that follow my channel, me especially, the price point is what really set them apart. Now, Streamlight is a company that I use a lot of products from on my pistols, my rifles, and then I even have a couple of them just, you know, clicky for EDC. However, they did upgrade a few of their lights. Their TLR HL series now has a infrared and laser on it, infrared laser, so you can use it with your nods on. That's pretty sweet. The price point for it is really good, but what really set them up for me was their new shotgun light. So there's other shotgun lights out on the market right now, but the price point for this one, yeah, I think is really great. I was able to meet up with Joe Flowers over at the Condor Tool and Knife booth. Now they always come out with a lot of different stuff, but what really made me ooh, really want to fondle stuff with my hands is their new series of spears. So they have one that is a two-piece. You can use it as two-piece, or you can interlock them together, and then you have a four-pronged spear for fishing. That's super awesome. And then Joe Flowers also did a little bit of research into Hillary Stewart's books, which, by the way, if you're looking at archaeological documentation of the Pacific Northwest tribes, Hillary Stewart is awesome. So he found some spearhead designs, reproduced them, and then put them out to market. So if you're looking for a traditional design, updated materials, more durable and inexpensive, that's definitely one to look at. Now, Buck Knives came out with a bunch of different knives, some updates to some of them with the colors, but they also did revamped of older models and a couple new ones. But the one that I really oogled at, I guess, would be the 110 Slim. So the Buck Hunter 110 was my first pocket knife that I ever had. I still have it to this day, and it's an awesome knife. However, it's more of like a belt carry pouch knife. What they did was they slimmed it down and made it into something that you can deep conceal carry in your pocket. So it's a lot lighter, a lot less bulky. And then you also have the different options for the blade materials as well, based on their system. So it's pretty affordable, but they're very slick, and it harkens back to the original design. Now, over at the Gerber booth, what they really wowed me with was their complete cook set. It's essentially like a spoon, fork, spatula, things like that. I think they even had a vegetable peeler, but it's an inexpensive kit. It's really lightweight. It packs into something about that big, and then you can even turn the whole system into a set of tongs as well if you're doing like frying or anything like that, or cooking meat and you want to turn things over on a grill. So that innovation, I guess, won them some really big awards, and I'm looking forward to getting my hands on that as well. Now, Eberly Stock is a company that I've been using for a long time. If you've been following my channel, you'll see the Eberly Stock half-track backpack not featured, but used in a lot of my videos, and that's because they make awesome backpacks. What really stuck out to me for this one is their Eberly Stock dry bag for a rifle. So, you know, on canoe trips, rafting trips, whenever I had to bring a gun with me, I usually just got like a really thick plastic bag, shoved my rifle in it, sealed it up, and then strapped it to something. And then this kind of solves that issue because it has a MOLLE on it. You can strap it directly to your bag, but it's a lot more durable, and you know, it blends in a lot better with your equipment. So that, I believe, is a lot better. Now, VanQuest came out with a couple new updates for their messenger bag and their backpack. All of them are great. However, I think the biggest innovation that they did was they decided to put the entire liner with a loop surface, so the Velcro stuff. And with that, the padded dividers I think are primo. Their older dividers were pretty much what you would find in a camera bag. They were kind of bulky. They were covered in nylon, and then you kind of stuck them using the little wings. This one, it seems like they're sealed and laminated in such a way that you can mold them. They take up a lot less space, a lot less bulky, so you can fit more stuff in there. But because the padded dividers themselves are covered in loop, you can kind of, stick them to themselves and do whatever you want, which I think was awesome. Speaking of bags, Maxpedition came out with an expansion of their Entity series with a few different bags, but the one that I liked the most was the Entity 35. It's a 35-liter bag. It's a little bit bigger, and for me, it's probably the sweet spot of like, hey, I might go on like a quick day trip. I really think that the gray man kind of philosophy is the way to go when it comes to carrying stuff tactically. It kind of sucks when you have good quality bags and they last a long time, but they have MOLLE and Velcro all over it, and it kind of just points you out to the crowd. It's nice having all those features, but having a nice slick look that's kind of unassuming. Now, Spartan Blades had a few different knives that were showcasing, one of them being the Ronin Shinto, but the one that caught my eye was one of the Harsey folders, one of the special editions. And if you've ever checked out my tattoos, you'll notice that I have a compass tattoo, and that's the one that really stuck out to me. So every year they do special editions of the folders, and that one is the one that speaks to me the most. Now, speaking of Spartan, there's also a company called Spartan Precision Equipment, and it's a series of poles and systems, I guess, that allows you to support a rifle in the field. So you can choose from a monopod all the way up to a 5-legged system for like a really locked down setup. And I think what really intrigued me is the fact that the legs can turn into trekking poles. They have little tools in the handles of the trekking poles, but you also have the ability to even make a tent. They have a tent that can be hooked up and made from the tripod system. So overall, I think it's a very hardy system for guys that are counting ounces and cutting straps off backpacks and cutting the handles off toothbrushes. That's definitely something to look into. So I was in the new product section of the SHOT Show and saw a really sweet armor carry bag for travel, and it's made by United States Tactical. And I think that this is awesome because it kind of answers a problem that a lot of people have when they travel a lot and they also travel with armor. And that's how to do it safely without having your stuff all jumbled up and protected, and then how to do it discreetly without basically raising a big giant flag and people asking questions. It's good that it also has, like a passport document area, but it also has a place for larger paperwork as well. Odin Works came out with a new pistol brace. It hasn't been ATF approved yet because of the government shutdown. However, the system does look pretty darn sweet. It's just like the rifle stock that they're coming out with. It's spring-loaded and it's really compact, so it shortens the overall length of your rifle probably 2 or 3 inches, which is quite significant. And Frankfurt Arsenal came out with a brand new reloading press. It's coaxial, so it's kind of similar to the Forster reloading press single stage, but it's about $100 cheaper, and it solves a couple issues that the existing presses had. So that's one of the ones I'm looking at. I know there's a couple of YouTubers that already have it and are playing around with it and testing it, and kind of looking forward to getting one myself. And last but not least is the Pepperball Lifelight. It's a device. It kind of looks like a flashlight, but it does a lot more. So it's got a 300 lumen light, which I wish it was a little bit brighter. You usually see stuff in the 500-ish range nowadays being kind of the standard. But you flip a switch on the top and a red button's exposed, and when you click on that button, it can shoot up to 5 pepper balls downrange. The benefit of pepper ball over spray is obviously you don't get overspray, from wind carrying it off the stream. But you can engage a target much further. I believe they're claiming 60 feet using that short barrel, and you don't need to have direct contact or direct line of sight. Say someone is behind a car or around a corner, you can just hit an object nearby, and within a 12-foot radius, a person will be affected. All in all, it was a pretty good SHOT Show. I met a lot of great people, made a lot of new friends, and overall, I think it's a good show. So go ahead and check out the videos. I'm going to have a link to the playlist as well, so you can take a look, play through it all, or just pick and choose. But as always, take care out there.